you like Fairfield. I trust the dusty streets, inescapable advertising, and high-strung citizenry live up to your expectations.
I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the curious at the moment. I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So, I'm on my own here. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, Auntie's Choice didn't have anything like this. Every kind of plant we've got was made to thrive in a chemical vat. But the Protectorate grows all their greens the old-fashioned way, with water and soil and actual fertilizer. I can't decide if it's adorably quaint or just plain daft. Then again, they all only have one job, so they have the time to indulge in all those sorts of archaic whimsies. Damn lucky Crabble copulators. Research mostly, some wholesale, and as the base for some small batch, highly exclusive, limited edition retail runs. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. Then we push the new product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So you know, this is a pretty big deal for me. Well, I've got a lot left to do and not much time left to do it in, so you can show yourself out.
What's with all the landmines you corporatists have littered about? Pretty sloppy style of warfare, if you ask me.
Can't say I care for the mines either, but it's simple math. Mines don't need to sign a contract. Don't got bellies to feed. They cost a damn sight less than troops.
Suppose collateral damage don't mean much to Auntie. Personally, I spy a mine, I'm unloading from 40 paces.
Or you can walk around them,
the Eastern Forward Operating
but maybe
Base.
that's just me.
North of
It's
here is
drilled
an
into us
abandoned
not to
chapel.
waste ammo or ordnance.
Ought to be
Go ahead and
charging
blast
for
them if you want.
information.
I ain't stopping you.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real code 472.
Oh, great. A 472. Been a while since I had to dodge bullet spray.
Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the protectorate survivors in Westport. Wants any changes reported. I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my contract. Milver Street is offering bits rewards for anything of import we can tell him. But I do love bids. Come on, friend. Let's go set our lamps.
Scout report.
Yes, sir. Looks like... Excellent. At ease, Scout. Glad to hear that they haven't managed to repair it. It's even if command has temporarily put the actual fighting to the side.
These anti-soldiers seem twitchy to you? Might want to sneak our way in.
Quarterly review. Because
We got company,
I took
Commander.
action
In friendly
on
kind.
all my action items. Why does each and everything have to be so goddamn? Irritating.
Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore.
Sabotage and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile.
Hogarth. Milver Street reckons he's the key to converting this town. Let's bring him the good news of Auntie's choice, shall we?
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate.
Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources.
Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
We all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of... and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night.
No, I just feel sad for them. It's even in their name. Auntie's choice.
Oh, don't take your meaning.
They don't have the balanced hand of a soft.
We take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Glad the wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted to feel sorry. Flooded my house.
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors, but I may just invite him over to make it easier.
The sovereign devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all...
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid. The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our doorfront.
Sovereign really does think of everything.
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting. You locked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. I have enough ailments to manage already. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you.
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Well, fear I've little time for idle chatter. If you'll excuse me, others do need my attention. Stranger?
Greetings.
Dictates, we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
In defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Pshaw! I've no desire to speak of the current state of Fairfield, no less the Auntie's choice riffraff controlling it, or worse, any traitors who have flocked to their side. Why, I cannot fathom any of my people or I even contemplating defecting the Protectorate, let alone for that cesspool of inanity.
Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it throughout history.
Because we of the Protectorate believe in something. We dream, we aspire, together. Auntie's choice would replace amity and purpose with want. The endless, empty pursuit of nothing.
Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them.
Well, as I said, we stand together. Even now, our community gives its all with grace and unity. And as their vigilant, I must spare no effort to preserve them. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve, were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence: automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural...
We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief mechanist can reprogram the mech, but not without parts. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts.
A meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for...
Why, we're traitors, obviously. We've not fulfilled our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us to fight to the death, yet we still live, as does our enemy. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long.
The system abides, but now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it.
My linguistic embellishments are somewhat beside the point. This here's a matter of accountability. Responsibility was mine. Disgrace and judgment should be mine solely as well. My intention is to absolve my subjects of any and all such blame. I owe it to every single person here to try.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to impermanence.
Nobody needs go anywhere. Not when we can still save Westport. We of the Protectorate endure as one, regardless of any hardships we must face. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse.
Insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and...
When I look outside, I see people who are hardy and resilient, who trust the paradigm, who understand prosperity will return with time and group effort. I have the aid of key pillars of our community, several persons of note and good character who stand with and by me, and our town still functions. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers.
And the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and...
I don't know. Look, I've entertained these fool notions of yours long enough. There's no use pursuing such a fruitless line of thinking further. I have a brighter future in mind for Westport, one you can help with, in fact, rather than dwelling on dark maybes and scenarios of worst imagining.
We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful.
Oh, I thought you weren't interested. Well, I suppose I have little choice in the matter, circumstances being what they are. Now look, if I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such.
We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources.
What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need.
To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm.
Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south, but do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here.
Just to offset any minor disruption.
Gray gone astray.
Farewell now.
Today, are you mentally refreshed?
Hey, Commander. Could I have a word with you real quick? I hope you're not seriously considering helping the Protectorate here. I know these folks seem on the down and out, but we're as like to do more harm than good by siding with them. I'm not in favor of one party over the other. It just worries me that we might be involving ourselves in something we have no business in. Right. Okay. Well, if we do as Milverstreet's asked and convert the populace to Auntie's choice, they're more likely to get the care they need and not be sentenced to death. Milverstreet also promised us a way into the Vox. Oh, and a Ritzy hat. Man drives a hard bargain, if he can be trusted. Reviving Westport would anger some folks back in Fairfield, but there's no question the Vigilant could help us get into the Vox station a whole heck of a lot easier. Your heart's rightly placed, Commander, but past experience has taught me that sometimes helping causes more harm than good. That's all I'm getting at. Before you make a decision one way or the other, let's ask around. See what the residents have to say. No use trying to lift up those attached to the muck.
Simply saying I'd rest easier if he'd been assigned to it. Originally. That generator goes, this town's finished.
The Sovereign provides. The system abides. Auntie's choice is an invasive species, Prudence says.
Know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust
lacking the appropriate seal for their assigned work, report them for mental refreshment. Inform you that you have entered a record states as follows.
Nice weather we have been having, or not having. Bye.
And/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social.
Literally everything I own is underwater.
What do you mean? Everything we have belongs to the Sovereign. We own.
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
Looks like the place. No, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point. Just hope it's here.
Niles. Always put your hands on other people's things. Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
I didn't know. Didn't realize you would...
What else was I to think? You disappeared, sent no word. Death was the best I could have hoped for you, given the alternatives. Let's not mince words. You ran from the cause, I stayed, and suffered for it. Now you turn up with this stranger. And who precisely are you? Another Earth Directorate cast-off? I'm the doctor here. I'll decide the manner of your treatment.
Bring that boil down to a simmer, Zeb. This is my commander, one who was with me at Horizon Point.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine.
Hang fire, Commander. Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zeb?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please. It has to do with the location of a vault rumored to house the Protectorate's greatest technological advancements, including its skip drive designs. That's all I'll say for now.
I am, without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the consul.
And I'll take.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprag race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hope the crabbles skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Happy to assist in crafting more ammo, if you need it. slowly.
Medkit!
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Ready to waste on your command.
Seeing Zeb again went different than I expected. Not that I had high hopes for tears and confetti, but damn. Don't you think I know that? Maybe I ought to apologize straight away. But I'm not convinced I did the wrong thing, leaving. Had I stayed, who knows? Likely I'd have gotten us both killed. Let's just say my ambitions were bigger than my talents after I recovered from Horizon Point. Still believed I could change the world back then. Anyway, I appreciate the check-in, Commander. Was there anything else you needed? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Let me handle this.
Let me know when you need a distraction. The idea is to kill them before you die. Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
I hate to ask for help, but help?
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us.
Careful, friend.
This stretch runs between Fairfield and the Eastern Forward Operating Base. North of here is an old abandoned chapel.
Keep your hands where I can see them. Halt! What's an Auntie's choice monstrosity doing here? Have you come to spy? So confusion and disruption, I'll not have it.
Good, because I ain't bringing it. Though if you're that desperate to test my patience, by all means, keep it up.
Patience. As if you infiltrators possess as much, feverishly raising our lands wherever you go. You are fortunate that I've been ordered not to open fire unless fired upon.
They never listen to sound advice, do they?
Some folk are dead set on going their way, even if it's straight out an airlock.
I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent. If you are not a loyal Protectorate subject, you will not cross this bridge. Be grateful I do not judge with such haste as my superior to the north, Brigadier Montelli. He's been fervent of late, looking for any Protectorate subjects who have displayed disloyalty in his estimation. Any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights, myself included. And so we wait for the proverbial axe to fall. Betraying the Protectorate, using the Sovereign's name in vain, overindulging in food and drink, loafing, boasting, belching, and of course, colluding with wrongdoers. You dare to propose an arrangement? I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me, and I'll dispose of them before the Brigadier questions my loyalty and deems me guilty by association. In return, I shall grant you clearance to cross the bridge. Fair exchange, wouldn't you say?
This is exactly the manner of depravity we mean to free these folk from. I know we gotta cross the bridge, but there must be an alternative. One that don't involve an executioner.
I commend you for your eager interest. I think 2 traitors in particular. First is Ida Rutledge, a worker at Spire Grove. I once had utmost respect for her. We were, oh, damn it all, we were friends. When the Grove went silent during the invasion, I assumed she'd fought to the death as any subject would. Reportedly, she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. Conspiring against us. Such treachery is unconscionable. What? How do you know this? A fascinating notion. And do you have proof that what they say is true? That is heartening. But intent alone shall not suffice. I require proof that she followed through. Now, if you'll allow me to proceed. The second traitor I seek is Charlton Weintrot of Westport. He is, unfortunately, my cousin, and most assuredly a disgrace to our line. He too failed to die defending his home during the invasion alongside the other residents of Westport. They'll be seen to in time. But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Oh, how I anticipate wiping that smug expression off his face. Are these orders clear? I am not. And with luck, I will not have to pull his once justice has been meted. Anyone who allowed the enemy to overrun their land is a traitor. So yes, my dear cousin must answer for his crimes. Now go on, seek out Charlton and send him here, if you wish to cross the bridge. But beware if you step out of line. Other subjects may not be so generous with their deal-making as I. Farewell.
aggressors in range.
Why is it that I just want to choke the life out of everyone today? Investigating.
Heard something.
Hostiles near.
I still can't reckon how Swanson got kicked up the ladder before I did. All I get is more tasks, more pressure. No spread fucking raise.
Presently persist in a state of ceaseless perturbation. The way they fawn over every little thing he says. Wonderful idea, Product Divisioner Ormsby. First rate as always. Ugh, sycophants all. Not a single spine between them.
I still can't reckon how Swanson got kicked up the ladder before I did. All I get is more tasks, more pressure.
All right, a quick glance. Somebody get that? Can't get to it. Figured itself out.
Give the word, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Clear their ledger. Moving in. Maybe a competitor. Perhaps. My favorite, the flank.
Get me in. Help me out. I knew you had my back.
Looks like a fight. You're looking pretty scathed, Commander. Help me end this fight on my feet. Back in business. Medical pack out.
Quick announcement. I'm here to clean it. That warrants an irate response.
Ready to take the heat off him, Commander. Just say when.
Here we go again. my goals? Hunkering down. Competition.
Heard something. Heard something.
Liquidate! Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Light splashing before my eyes, Commander! Revive me! Appreciate a little help, Commander.
My latest. Shot him. Clear their ledger.
Commander, you're bleeding!
No bother at all.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander. Practicing some battlefield medicine. You're bleeding!
Shoddy workmanship, I tell you! Get shirty with me!
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander! Medkit coming your way! Mission.
I grow exceedingly cross.
Medical pack out. Little pick me up for you. Lay low, Commander. Next order.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well. You there? Oh, you're likely affected too, aren't you? Script, could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal ganglia. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis. I, Elmet Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor. Oh, all that pleading and the like. Yes. Well, it's only my second time trapped in a laboratory basement, and I do admit, I did panic just a little. But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me, as an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt exhilarating assignment. Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success. Well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think? Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matters? Apologies. I do tend to assume everyone has a doctorate. No matter, if you are capable of following simple instructions, I'm sure I can guide you through it. Tremendous. Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions? We'll need 2 things. Fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course. Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here, ingeniously referred to as the Red Spire. The research team's findings are on a terminal in another building on these same grounds, a satellite lab to this one, if you will. Once we have an antidote firmly in hand, we can save my remaining colleagues, so best not murder them all in the meantime.
eyes, Commander.
Enter your belt. I'm locked and stock.
Marginal, Commander.
Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Well, it's a textbook example of the medulla oblongata wagging the cerebellum. Although, frankly, there's a plethora of ways to stimulate the reptile brain into such a flurry. Not the previous methods were anywhere close to being this commercially viable. But where there's a will, there's a way to make a profit. Honestly, this whole process is 1 part scientific testing, 2 parts improvisation, and a dash of pure, undiluted panache. Exactly what we do best. Well, it's only a matter of time. Oh, this might work out yet. And he may ignore our recent setbacks if I deliver an easy-to-market product. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's Choice employees, not our preservative-free rivals. Ah, there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please. I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Oh, please, reject cynicism. Reject negativity and allegation and lies, right? I mean, let's. Choose positivity, whimsy, delight. Those are the waters I want to swim in, not mired in that sort of swamp. I feel that so much, don't you? Well, sometimes sharing the benefits of research also means apportioning some degree of the danger, offsetting accountability to others, sharing the blame. Why, it could have been me out there, you know, had I been simply another unwitting, unknowing participant. Thankfully, I benefited by having advanced knowledge of what might occur, and safely situated myself here. I mean, did I play fast and loose to produce results quickly? Of course. We're Auntie's choice. That's how we operate. Did I turn the lab itself into an experiment? Research is an ongoing cavalcade of ethical dilemma and outward regret. At the end of the day, the only rule Auntie has is don't get caught. But you won't tell, though, yes? We're still chums, though, you and I, having come through so much together. Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's choice. Be seeing you. The biological samples within the remains outside are no doubt deteriorating rapidly. I may have to recreate this experiment somewhere else.
Can't say I shed a tear over that one.